Kane had 47 points in 64 games before the season went on pause. 14 of those 26 goals that you see came on the power play, ranking him fourth in the NHL behind the likes of David Pastrnak, Leon Draisaitl, and Mika Zibanejad. He joins us now, and the sun is shining. The birds are chirping out there, so it sounds like things could be worse. Evander Kane, how are you holding up during this whole quarantine?
Yeah, it's had its ups and downs. Obviously, we have a beautiful day here in Vancouver, but just trying to golf a little bit now that the courses are back open, and obviously just continue to stay safe and practice that physical distancing.
How about on-ice stuff? Obviously, you probably haven't been on the ice, but what are you trying to do to at least simulate on-ice stuff and stay in game shape should you get the okay to go?
Yeah, there's so many unknowns with what's going to transpire with the NHL season, and are we even going to be one of the teams that is part of the season resuming just because of where we are in the standings this season, unfortunately. So, doing some body weight stuff, going for a lot of walks, doing some push-ups here with my dad in the backyard, and that's really about it for me.
Is it hard mentally to maybe stay mentally sharp when you know that if this thing does resume and you aren't a playoff team, that you might not get the green light to play right off the bat? How do you kind of balance that?
Yeah, it's well, I mean, like I said, it's so unprecedented. There's so much uncertainty with what's truly going to actually happen here with sports, and when I'm optimistic that they do resume. I just don't know what that's going to look like. And obviously, like I said, with where we are in our position in the standings, I'm not necessarily too optimistic that we'll be a part of that, but we'll have to wait and see. So, you do have to stay ready. You do have to prepare as if you are going to go back to work and finish the season, as a 31-team league. But, you obviously are aware of the realistic chance that that's also not going to happen.
All right. Well, you were on the simulated ice, taking part in the Players Gaming Championship, or Challenge, I should say, which was highly entertaining. You had a late lead going into period number 3, and then you blew it against Cam Fowler. What happened there?
Yeah, I did. I got comfortable. I think I called it early too in the game. I got off to a 2-goal lead, and I said it's the worst lead in hockey. And he came back, and we had a bit of a defensive mishap there with Bernsey, who I was controlling. So. Cam definitely got the better of me. I've worked on my game a lot more since then. So hopefully I get another kick at the can here pretty soon.
All right. One of the things I think many fans took away from it, though, was you were pretty revealing about your stance on where the NHL is at as far as showcasing players and their personalities more moving forward. And I think, part of that gaming challenge was we as fans got to learn a whole lot more about you guys. Where do you think the NHL is at on that personality front, and where do you think it needs to get to?
Well, yeah, I think it's not just it's great to showcase personality, but you have to do it in a way that is engaging and is kind of with the culture and how it is today in sports, and really in when it comes to social media and multimedia and mainstream media. I think that's the biggest thing is kind of integrating our league with that mainstream media. And just us as players becoming more recognizable as athletes and as prominent athletes like they do in the NBA and the NFL.
Speaking of prominent athletes, one of your teammates is certainly a sure ballot future Hall of Famer, Joe Thornton. Yes or no, you knew that he would be shaving the beard. Joe Thornton, you knew that he would be shaving his beard at some point during this quarantine. Did that catch you off by surprise like it did most people?
It didn't, because he did it before last season at the very beginning of the year. So I wasn't surprised, and it was actually way better this time that he did it. He did a cute video with his daughter there. I think it was a TikTok video. So it worked out really well. I thought it was awesome. I actually talked to him maybe 3 days ago. He's already got half of it grown back. So I'm sure most people won't see him beardless for long.
Right. The 5 o'clock shadow for him is like, Grizzly Adams for most people. We'll get you out on this one. Right, exactly. A lot of sports fans are just craving for anything at this point, and luckily, we had The Last Dance to kind of entertain us for the last 5 Sundays. Of course, it wrapped up last night with the greatest athlete, arguably of all time, Michael Jordan. What were your takeaways of that? And are you like most fans out there, just you wish there were 10 more episodes?
Oh yeah, I mean, you could easily watch another 30, 40 hours of that, no problem. It was just for me as an athlete, and to be able to watch that during this time obviously was awesome because I was so young when MJ was dominating for all those years that he did, and didn't really understand his true greatness. Heard about it obviously. Through the course of the years, and understand what he brought and what he did for the NBA, but to see it firsthand and kind of get a behind the scenes look of how things work, how things operated with him and the Chicago Bulls, very intriguing, and for me a real good because it shows what competitiveness and having that mentality is all about.
All right, so let's spin it to the ice. If you could watch a 10-part documentary, a last dance, so to speak, on a NHL player, past or present, who would you want to watch?
Oof, wow, that's a good question. um I would probably have to say probably past Mario Lemieux. Present, I'm going to go with. I'd like to see a Last Dance type of docu series between. Uh, I'd probably have to go with our rivalry with Vegas. I think the Sharks Knights rivalry, and then maybe going through that whole series and getting some real raw, uncut takes on what really transpired would be good. I think people would be entertained and be
Oh,
intrigued and listen to something like that.
sign me up for that. I think we need 10 parts on just you and Revo and the instant rivalry that we saw brewing between you two guys when you met in the playoffs. I think we lost you there, so we'll get you out on that. Evander, thanks so much. Stay safe and look forward to seeing you back on the ice in San Jose sometime soon, okay?
All right, awesome. Thanks very much.